I don't know how to make this video look not awkward, so I'm going to awkwardly move through this message and awkwardly move through the insights that I want to share with you, but it's been a long time since I've been in front of the camera comfortably, and I'm relearning that skill. But today I wanted to share about the power of alchemy in life, and that we in fact can be alchemists, and that only comes when we lean into being able to be ones that bring about change with intention rather than letting life's changes make us feel like we're victims. There are only two things in this world that we are absolutely promised. The first one is death and the other one is change. And as I have gone through life, I have realized that life moves in seasons. Life is a constant state of rhythm, death, decay, rebirth, and we are in a constant state of shifting. We are in a constant state of ebb and flow. The more that we lean into that journey of change, and the more that we accept that life itself is actually is throwing us a bone. It's like teaching us that if we lean into seasonal changes and into our own rhythms and discover what that looks like, the easier life is going to become. If you looked at every moment, say for instance you're struggling financially, right? This is an opportunity. Say financial lessons are the thing that you're struggling with the most in this life. These financial lessons are there to lead you to your highest level empowerment. It is there to lead you through the process of breaking down what doesn't work, what lessons you have to see, because everything has meaning. There is this, when you're looking into psychology, that you have an opportunity to dwell and dwell and dwell on the hard comings, on the shortcomings, of the shortfallings, or you can give those things that happen to you a different meaning other than, for many of us, we are raised to believe that we are unworthy just because things don't go our way, or because we don't find love, or because we're not wealthy. The more you shift out of that, the more you shift into realizing that inherently you are born lovable and worthy, and then start to look at all of these lessons, these financial lessons, these love lessons, these challenges that you were given in life, and look at them through the lens of, why did my soul choose this road? Because before you came into this world, your soul said this was going to be my highest path to learning, my highest path to evolution, and my highest path to becoming the next thing, the next level of thing. And at least that's my own belief. That's my belief that I like to lean into, and I feel that it is serving me well. So, but when we go through any sort of change, be it perhaps you're going through grief right now, that grief is an opportunity for alchemy. It is a doorway, a portal for evolution. Death looks like many, many different things. Yes, sometimes it's death through the loss of a loved one, but for many people, it can be a loss of identity. It can be a loss of ability. It can be a loss of financial stability. It can look like many different things. And when you realize that we are here as natural alchemists for healing and natural alchemists for transformation, because life, the only thing that is constant is change, is that every opportunity that you are struggling or feeling friction or feeling resistance, that is an invitation for you to step into and create a powerful up level, rather than just a basic, like, oh, I just have to get through this. If you took that opportunity as one to go deep, like, say for instance, you're in the portal of grief, go deep into that grief. There may be not just the grief of, say for instance, if you lost a parent, that grief isn't just the grief of the lost parent. It is also the grief of what could have been. It is the grief of what has happened. It is the grief of things that have been left unsaid. It is the grief of the ripples of the relationship. How can you go deep into that journey? How can you go into that deep journey of transforming the meaning behind that relationship? Because there comes a point when a person passes, like, there is no going back. You cannot go back and do anything with the relationship now that that relationship only exists in the past. So you have to determine the meaning of that relationship to you now. And you can choose to lean in it as the victim, or you can choose to lean in it as, this is my moment to rise. This is my moment to step into a version of me that maybe I couldn't have been while that person was around. Or say it's a financial falling. Well, previously past you didn't understand XYZ in order to keep that stability. Or perhaps the universe said, okay, you were a multimillionaire, now you're not a multimillionaire. What are you going to do with the power that you still have? And for a lot of people, money equals power. And in fact, for the vast majority, money does equal power. It is a form of empowerment. So what are you going to do with the power that you have? Like, how can you, maybe you're here to make change in this world by seeing both sides of the coin, so to speak. So the more you lean into this opportunity to make change and to make the alchemy become real, do it with intention. Like, live this life with really powerful intention. Live this life through the lens of, like, what can I do to make this the most powerful moment of my own alchemy? The other thing is that even in everyday little things in life, like, I truly believe that alchemy can come through moving your house around, through changing the color of the walls in your room, through decluttering stuff that you've held on to for like 15 years. Like, for my life, like, I'm coming up to being 35, and there is so much in my life that I am still decluttering and still letting go of and still initiating myself out of being in, because that's the power of this existence, is that you get to choose what road you walk. And whilst, yes, life will give you, your set kind of gameplay area to exist in, you still get to choose, well, in this moment right now, life really sucks. I don't know what to do about it. Am I going to A, choose this road, B, choose this road, C, choose this road? And it is the thing is, if you then choose not to choose, that's when it sucks. That's when the mindset is broken. That's when the alchemy doesn't get to happen. If you choose not to choose, that's the issue right there. Because life is giving you those opportunities to create alchemy intentionally. That's the gift. That's the power. So I guess the point of this video, and the point of me uploading this one, is that life has handed me in the past decade many different challenges, many different identity shifts. And I am really proud to say that I have stepped through every single one of them, now choosing to be a version of myself that I am coming out and building an identity with, that I am proud of. And that is because of choosing alchemy and choosing to show up for the change and letting the change be a part of my empowerment rather than letting it take control of me and chewing me out and spitting me out. And I could have wallowed in all of that, and I probably did sometimes, but I just want you to have that tool where you can realize that, okay, this change thing is happening. How can I make the most of it? How can I make this the best thing that has ever happened to me? That's all for now.